Hello everyone and welcome to Yoga with me, Karaoke. I'm Kerry, and today's sequence we are doing something a little bit different. We are going to do a sequence that is as hands-free as possible while sticking to a traditional form of Vinyasa flow with all the sun salutations. So this sequence is for anyone who struggles with wrist pain. And I decided to create this because I do have quite a few clients that I do work with who struggle with wrist pain from injury or just from general fatigue, as in yoga we are on our hands quite a lot and we do have a lot of small bones in our wrists which we do need to take good care of. So check out this video if you are struggling with wrist pain or would like to try something a little bit different in your practice, and hopefully it gives you some tools to help you continue to practice even when you do need to give your hands and wrists a little bit of a break. Grab yourself a mat, a nice comfortable surface to practice on, a sweat towel, a water bottle, and maybe a strap just to make your practice a little bit more comfortable. Throw in some music in the background if you'd like, and let's get going. Just get yourself settled on your mat in a nice cross-legged seat, hands resting on your knees, eyes closed. And you're just going to take some time seated here just to check in with the breath, check in with the body. Making sure you're sitting nice and tall as you rest here, lengthening through the crown of the head, keeping a nice flat back. And slowly deepening your inhales and your exhales. And as you inhale, bring energy and positivity into the body. And as you exhale, just relax, start to let go, unwind. Just settling into your body and into your practice. Good. From here, you're just going to drop your chin down to your chest and slowly roll your head from one side to the other, getting a nice stretch down the side of your neck, rolling over to the left and then across to the right. Just feeling the tension slowly release. And using your breath as you move here, nice and gentle. As you inhale, breathe into the tightness down the side of the neck. As you exhale, see if you can lower that chin a little bit lower or stretch that neck a little bit further to the side, creating more space, opening up. Good. One more either side, to the left and then to the right. Slowly come through the middle. Let your chin rest on your chest. Take both your hands, gently place them on the back of the head and just gently push down. Still sitting nice and upright. You don't want to slouch into this posture. Keeping that chest up. Just the head is dipping down. You're breathing into that space in the back of the neck and into the shoulder blade area. You're using your breath as you inhale, breathe into the tightness and the neck and shoulders. And as you exhale, just gently push down a little bit deeper. Feel the stretch. Good. And slowly release your hands down to the side. Gently lift your chin up through center. Good. Okay, from here you're going to bring your knees into your chest. Make sure that you have enough space behind you to roll back. Hold your knees into your chest and you're just going to come to lie down. You can gently rock from side to side, get a nice massage in the lower back area. Good, just feeling it out. And then come through center, plant the soles of your feet on your mat. And you're going to extend that right leg straight up and then take a hold behind the right hamstring, doing a nice little hamstring stretch here. Nice and gentle. You can also take a hold behind the calf or take a bind on that big toe with the middle and index finger. Wherever's most comfortable. Just being nice and gentle on the body to start the session. As you inhale, visualize your breath going into the back of the leg. And as you exhale, pull that leg in a little bit closer. Feel the space opening up. One more breath here. Good, then bend that right knee, hug the leg into your chest. Extend the right leg straight out and then plant the right foot on the mat. Other side, extend that left leg straight up. Lift it up high so that you can take a hold either behind the hamstring, the calf, or taking a bind with your left middle and index finger. Whatever's comfortable for you, just using your breath as you breathe into the tightness in the back of the leg. Nice and easy to start. As you inhale, visualize your breath going to the back. And as you exhale, pull that leg in a little bit closer. Good, 2 more breaths, just like this. Last one. Good, bend that knee, hug that knee into the chest. Extend that left leg all the way down and then plant the left foot back on the mat. Good. From here, hug your knees into your chest, nose to your knees, nice and tight. And then relax the head back to the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh and take a hold behind that left thigh. Your right hand threads through this little gap here. Again, breathing into that hamstring, but now also into that glute area of the right leg. Holding behind the hamstring, however high or low down you need. And if you'd like to deepen it, you can take a hold of the ankle and the knee, pulling the knee in towards you and gently pushing the knee away. And as you inhale, breathe into the tightness. As you exhale, gently push that knee away, bring the ankle in a bit closer, feel the stretch in the glute. One more breath. Good, and then swapping sides, left ankle over right thigh, thread the hands through, taking a hold behind the left hamstring to start. Just sussing it out, feeling how it feels here. Then if you'd like to deepen the stretch, pull the ankle in towards you, push that knee away from you, nice and gentle, using your breath as you inhale, breathe into the tightness in the glute and the back of the legs. And as you exhale, gently pull that ankle in towards you, push the knee away, or just relax into the stretch. One more breath, just like this. Good, and then release, hug your knees into your chest, nice and tight, nose to knees. Then keep a hold of the right leg, extend the left leg down, and gently relax that head back to the mat. Pulling that knee into the chest, opening up the pelvic area. So as you inhale, breathe into the space you're creating. And as you exhale, pull that knee in a little bit closer into the chest. From here, bring that right leg out into the side body and higher up. So you go out and then up. Feeling a deepening and the stretch into the hip area. Breathing into that space. And then bringing that leg across the body with the left hand. Right arm extends to a T, gazes over your left hand for a low back twist, keeping both shoulder blades planted on the floor. As you inhale, breathe into the glute and lower back. And as you exhale, gently push down on that knee, deepen the twist. One more just like this. Good, inhale, come back through center, hug both knees into your chest, nose to your knees, nice and tight. Keep a hold of the left leg, extend the right leg down, and then relax the head back to the mat. Breathing into that space in the hip area, pulling that knee up into the chest. Using the breath, taking it nice and easy to start. Good, from here bring that leg out into the side body and higher up, opening up, feeling a nice stretch across the pelvic floor area. Good, one more breath. Then bring that leg across the body with the right hand for a low back stretch. Extend that left hand to a T, keeping both shoulder blades tucked on the floor. Gazes over your left hand, and as you inhale, breathe into the tightness in the back and glutes. And as you exhale, gently push down on that knee, deepen the twist. Again, inhale. Exhale, gently push. Last one, inhale. Exhale, push down. Good. Bring both knees back into your chest. Squeeze your nose to your knees, nice and tight. And then begin to rock back and forth until you come all the way up to a nice cross-legged seat. Good. From here, you're going to inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, turn towards your right hand behind you, left hand, right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, twist towards the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms reach up through center, find length. Exhale, twist towards the left hand behind you, right hand, left knee. Inhale, lengthen, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms reach up through center, find height, find length. Exhale, fold forwards as far as you can. If that's just your hands on the floor with a gentle drop in the head, that's okay. Otherwise, you can be down on your forearms or all the way extended with your head on the mat. But wherever you are, just using your breath as you inhale, breathe into the lower back, glutes and hips. And as you exhale, spider walk those fingers forwards just to sink into the stretch a little bit deeper. 2 more breaths just like this, going at your own pace. Last one. Good, and then slowly walk those hands back. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to your sides. Good, from here, bring the soles of the feet together into a nice butterfly stretch, holding onto your shins, sitting up nice and tall. So if you need to shift your feet a bit further away to be in a nice upright posture, then do so. But holding onto the shins, we're going to do a butterfly cat-cow. So as you inhale, pull forwards, lift the chest, gaze goes up. Exhale, roll over the sit bones, round the back. Inhale, come forwards, lift the chest, gaze goes up. Exhale, round through. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last one to lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, sit nice and tall, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, pull forwards, bending at the elbows, keeping that back flat, chest open, just deepening the stretch into the groin. Also, if you're struggling to get your legs down, you can just do a gentle push on your thighs just to help open up the hip area. Using your breath, nice and easy. Good, and then slowly coming up, bringing your knees into your chest. Grabbing a sweat towel or a yoga strap if you have one. Extend both legs straight ahead of you. And you're going to place the strap over the balls of both of your feet. Good. So we are going nice and slow to start, but when we get to our sun salutations, we're going to build some heat, I promise. Deep breath in, lengthen through the crown, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, pull forwards, bending at the elbows, keeping those shoulder blades rolled down and back, nice open chest. Using your breath like this. If you are feeling really tight in the hamstrings, you can have a micro bend in the knees. As long as you're still feeling some stretch, you're doing okay. Nice inhale to the tightness. Exhale, pull forwards. 1 more just like this. And slowly come up. Keep the strap over the left foot. Bring the right foot into the left thigh. Same thing, single leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull forwards, bending at the elbows, flat back, open chest. Good. What we're wanting to do is we're wanting to try and avoid that rounding in the back, because when you round, the stretch moves to the low back. So push that chest forward, flatten the back, and feel the stretch move to the back of the legs. One more breath, deep breath in. Exhale, pull forwards a little bit more. And then slowly come up, swap the strap over to the right foot. Left foot comes into your right thigh. Again, nice strong hold, deep breath in. Exhale, pull forwards, keep that back nice and flat, chest open. Just a natural lift in the head. Using your breath again, if you need to have that micro bend in the knee, more than welcome. And feeling into the body with the breath, one more. Good, and then slowly coming up, releasing your strap to the side. And from here, coming over onto your forearms, knees underneath hips. Good. Making sure that your elbows are underneath your shoulders, just like you would in a normal tabletop, and knees are underneath your hips. Good. From here, you're going to inhale, extend that right leg back, so it's a nice straight line. You're pushing through that heel, and we're working into the glutes here. Good. Keeping that hip nice and down, and we'll try and swing open to help with your balance. Drop it down, engage the core, engage the glutes. One more breath. And release it down. Good, other side. Inhale, extend that left leg back. Finding that length, pushing through the heel, switching on all of the muscles in the legs. You want that leg nice and active, watching that hip doesn't swing. Keep it drop down, feel the fire building in the glutes and the legs. One more breath. And then we release down. Good. From here, coming up nice and gentle on the hands. You want to put as little weight on your hands as possible. And then just bring the right leg forwards for a pigeon stretch. Reach that left leg back. Inhale, reach nice and tall through the crown of the head. Exhale, come down to the forearms. If this is too much for you, you can remain up on your hands. And for those of you who missed the introduction, this is a hands-free sequence, or as hands-free as I can make it. For anyone who's struggling with wrist pain, often in yoga we're on our hands quite a lot, so it's nice to have the option to get off your hands. Slowly walk those hands back, again putting as little weight as possible as you go back to a tabletop. Bring the left leg forward for a pigeon stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down. Good. Again, just using your breath as you stretch. So now the sequence, although it's wrist free or hands free, doesn't mean that you don't have to do, or that you can't do your chaturangas and your sun salutations. You're more than welcome to continue on with them, because we are still going to flow. And I'll show you how, even though we aren't going to go on our wrists. Good, walk those hands back, as little weight as possible in those hands as you come back to a tabletop. And then drop down onto the forearms. I'm going to take my jumper off here. Good, down on your forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. You're going to tuck the toes and lift the sit bones up and back. Maybe walk your feet in a little bit more, just to get a nice stretch down the back of the legs. And this is our modified downward dog. If you'd like, you can go into a full downward dog. You just need to walk your feet back, and we can bend and straighten one leg at a time, pushing through those heels, getting a nice stretch down the back of the legs. Good. From here, bend both your knees, lift the sit bones up and back, and slowly straighten those legs. Good. Then drop those knees down to the mat, coming onto your hands as little weight as possible. Step forwards to a forward fold, bend your knees, get your belly on the thighs. Take a hold of either elbow and gently sway from side to side in a ragdoll. Good. Come through center, plant your hands on your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Generous bend in the knees, slowly rolling yourself up. All the way to the top. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to sides. Good. So now we're going to start with our sun salutations, and we're going to do them as hands-free as possible. So we do need to go on our hands a little bit in this, so it's just a sequence where you can still get a bit of a break. But just taking it nice and easy, going at your own pace. And if you'd like to still do your full chaturangas, high planks, up dogs, and full down dogs, you're more than welcome to. Just continue as you normally would in your practice, okay? But starting at the top of the mat, toes together, heels slightly apart, palms facing forwards. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Gently come down onto your hands, onto a tabletop or to a high plank. Drop down onto the forearms and come into a low plank. Good. From here, we're going to work the core and do some plank saws. So you're going to inhale, come forwards. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Last one, forwards. Exhale, back. Sit bones go up and back. Walk those feet in a little bit to your modified down dog. Bend and straighten one leg at a time. Push through those heels. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Good. Then drop down to the knees. Up onto your hands lightly. Step forwards to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Good, so that's how we do our wrist-free sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, get the belly on the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold gently, minimal weight on the hands. Step back to a tabletop, down onto the forearms, and into a low plank. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Last one, forwards. Exhale, back. Lift those sit bones up and back. Walk those feet in slightly to your modified downward dog. Bend and straighten one leg at a time. Push through those heels. Good, then drop those knees down. Step forwards to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down. So you see this still builds quite a lot of strength in the shoulders. Now we start with our variations. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold gently, making your way down to a low plank. If you're going normally, here's where you start with your chaturangas. Otherwise, wrists free, look forwards. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Last one, forwards. Exhale, back. Sit bones go up and back. Walk those feet in slightly. Pushing the sit bones up and back, getting the nice stretch down the back of the legs. Take a moment here, stretch it out. Then drop those knees down. Inhale, reach that right leg back. Three-legged modified table. Exhale, come up onto your hands gently. Step forwards to a low lunge. Shift that back knee back a little bit. Hands are at heart center. Good, just breathing here. Stretching into that left hip flexor. So you inhale, nice deep breath in. Exhale, sink a bit deeper. Good, inhale, push through that front foot, straighten up that leg, toes go towards the ceiling. Arms reach up overhead, and as you exhale, fold forwards, reaching through the fingertips. Hands come to your hips, thighs, shin, or on the mat, wherever's most comfortable for you, keeping that flat back, open chest. Good, inhale, come forwards to a low lunge. Dropping down to the forearms, move that right foot out to the side. Step back, modified three-legged table, and down to your modified table. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back, three-legged table. Exhale, make space, come up onto your hands, step forwards to a low lunge. Good. Breathing here, stretching into that right hip flexor. And this part, if you're doing your normal sun salutations, you're just doing your normal three-legged dog, stepping forwards. Inhale, push through that front leg, toes go up towards the ceiling, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forwards, reaching through the fingertips, hands come to your hips, thigh, shin, or on the mat, wherever's most comfortable for you, keeping that chest open, flat back. Good. Inhale, come forwards, gently plant your hands. Shuffle that left foot out, come down to the forearms, step back to a modified three-legged table, and down to a tabletop. Coming up onto those hands, to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up, overhead. Exhale, hands down. Now we're going to start building the pace now that you're getting used to the flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, gently drop down to a table, then to your modified low plank. Good. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Lift those sit bones up and back. Walk those feet in just a little bit to get those sit bones up and back, getting that stretch down the back of the legs. Bend it straight one leg at a time. Push through the heels. Good. Then drop down onto the knees. Modified table. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips. Inhale, reach that right leg back. Exhale, come up onto the right hand. Step forwards to a low lunge. Hands are at heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh. Good. From here, lean forwards. Place your right forearm on the right thigh. Sweep that left arm across the face as you inhale, reach up overhead. Reaching towards the front of the mat. So this is just a modified version. Normally you would be down on the wrist, which you can do if you keep the weight light. Otherwise, if you are in a lot of pain in the wrist, you can just remain up, resting that forearm on the thigh. Good. From here, release that left arm down. If you can, lift up that back leg, take a hold on the inside edge. Another option is to grab a strap or a towel and wrap it around your ankle and hold the strap here just to help get that lift, to deepen the stretch into the quad. But getting that nice twist towards the left side, open chest, lifting through the crown. And release that foot down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, come down. Shuffle that right foot out. Come down to the forearms. Step back, three-legged table. And down to your little table. Other side, inhale, left leg reaches back. Exhale, step it forwards to a low lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh. From here, lean forwards, place your left forearm on the left thigh or down on the mat, keeping minimal weight on the fingertips. As you inhale, reach that right arm across the face, reaching towards the front of the room. Nice lift in the chest. Gaze up to the ceiling. Feeling that nice side stretch into the hip flexor. One more breath. And then release that hand down. Bring that left forearm to the left thigh. Lift that right foot up if you can. Take a hold of the inside edge. Otherwise, grabbing a strap or a sweat towel around the ankle and just holding that to help you get that lift. Twisting towards the right side. Open chest, nice and tall through the crown. And then release that foot down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Shimmy that left foot out. Drop down to the forearms. Three-legged table. And tabletop. Step forwards to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, making your way down to low plank, nice and gentle. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Sit bones go up and back. Walk those feet in. Pushing the sit bones up and back, getting stretched down the back of the legs. Good. Drop those knees down to the mat. Strip them underneath your hips. Inhale, reach that right leg back. Exhale, step it forwards to a low lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. From here, push through that foot. You're going to turn towards the left so that your shin is parallel to the mat. Extend that right leg out, toes up to the ceiling. Place your right hand on the right thigh, left arm reaches up, deep breath in. Exhale, side reach over, slide your right hand down the right leg. Good, feeling that nice yummy stretch down the side body. Finding length, reaching towards your toes with your right hand. One more breath here. And then slowly come up. Good. From here, pivot back to the front of the mat. Bring that right foot back. Shimmy it out to the side. Down onto the forearms, three-legged table. And down. Other side, left leg up. Exhale, stepping it forwards to a low lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. From here, straighten that front leg. Pivot yourself to the right. So your right shin is parallel. Extend that left leg out. Left hand on the left leg. Reach that right arm up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, slide that hand down the leg. Side reach over. Deep breath in into the space you're creating in the side body. As you exhale, reach a little bit further. Open up the chest towards the ceiling. Good. One more breath here. And inhale, come up. Good. Bring that left foot in. Turn towards the front of the mat. Making your way down. Shuffle that left foot out. Reach the left leg back. And down to your modified table. Step forwards to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a moment here to rest. Take a hold of either elbow and ragdoll. Gently sway from side to side. Good, then come through center. Step your feet out off your mat. Nice and wide, still taking a hold of the elbows and gently sway from one leg to the other. Feel the stretch down the back of the legs. Good. Nice and easy, moving with the breath. Feeling the stretch down the back of the legs and the inner thighs. Good, and come through center, heel toe your feet back to the middle of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down to your sides. Good, now we start with our high lunges. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, making your way down to your low plank. Good. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Last one, forwards. Exhale, back. Bring those sit bones up and back. Walk those feet in to your nice little modified down dog. Bend and straighten one leg at a time. Push through the heels. Get that stretch down the back of the legs. Good. Drop the knees down. Shift them back so that they're underneath the hips. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, bring it forwards to a low lunge. Hands are at heart center. Tuck your back toes. From here, you're going to inhale, push through that front foot, lift up to a high lunge. Good. Using your breath here, squeezing those thighs in towards each other. Hands are at heart center. You're grounding through the whole of the front foot and you're on the toes of the back foot. Pushing through the heel, getting a nice straight leg, activating all the muscles in the legs. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, turn and plant the back heel. Come down to warrior two. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach forwards as far as you can. Exhale, come down. You can bring your hand to your shin or down on the mat. Left arm is straight up. Getting that nice stretch in the side body. Good, one more breath here. Inhale, bring yourself up. Turn the right toes inwards. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Let the head hang, let gravity pull you down to the mat. Feel that stretch down the back of the legs. Good. From here, inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Turn those left toes to the back of the mat and sink down to a warrior two. Good. Reaching through your fingertips. Nice gaze over your left hand. This is a power pose. Inhale, straighten up the front leg, reach forwards as far as you can, and then bring that left hand down onto your shin or onto the mat. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, getting that yummy side stretch. Good. One more breath here. So you inhale, come up. Turn the left toes in, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Good. Just feeling into the back of the legs, using the breath as you inhale, breathe into the tightness. As you exhale, fold. Slowly walk your hands to the front of the mat, minimal weight on your hands. Drop that back knee, coming down onto the forearms. Extend that right leg back and drop it down. Other side, extend the left leg back, stepping it forwards to a low lunge, and then lifting up, hands at heart center to a high lunge. Good, breathing here, nice and easy. Squeezing those thighs in towards each other. In these high split stances, we find ourselves very unstable and we wobble quite a lot. So focus on the upper inner area of the thighs, squeeze them together, switching on the core, the back, and the glutes. Hands are at heart center. Focus on the breath. Good. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, turn and plant the back foot, come down to a warrior two. Good. Inhale, reach forwards as far as you can. You can bring that left forearm to the left thigh. I'm losing my words. Inhale, sweep that right arm across the face and reach it overhead. Gazes up to the ceiling. Now, when you're in this pose, you want to be careful not to sink into that shoulder. You still want to push through, create space between the shoulder and the ear. As you're resting here, grounding through the whole front foot. One more breath. Good. Inhale, bring those arms back, warrior two. Straighten up that front leg, turn those left toes in, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards. Good. You can take a hold of either ankle, gently pull your head down to the mat. Get a nice stretch, feel those muscles in the back release. One more breath. Good, as you inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Turn the right toes towards the back of the mat. Exhale, sink down, warrior two. Good. Breathing here, grounding through the whole front foot, gazes over your right fingertips. So you inhale, reach forwards as far as you can. Bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Sweep that left arm across the face and reaching it overhead, gazes up towards the ceiling. Watching that ear doesn't sink into the shoulder, keeping space between the two, reaching to the top of the mat. Finding length, breathing into the space in the side body. One more breath. Good, inhale, bring those arms up, warrior two. So you inhale, straighten up the right leg, turn the right toes inwards, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forwards. Good. You can take a hold of either elbow and just let gravity help pull you down towards the mat. Feeling stretched on the back of the legs. And release your elbows. You're going to slowly walk your hands over to your left foot. Feeling a nice stretch down the right side. And then walking your hands over to the right foot, feeling a stretch down the left side. Good, and back through center, walking your hands to the left foot. Turn both toes to the front of the mat, drop the back knee down. Down onto the forearms, extend that leg back. And down to your tabletop.
Bring your knees together, toes together. Fall back to a child's pose with your arms behind you. And just rest here for a moment. If your sit bones aren't meeting with your heels, you can pop a pillow or a blanket underneath there. If your sit bones aren't able to rest on your heels, it doesn't give your back muscles a chance to relax. So it's always needed to have some support underneath there if they can't connect. Coming back to the breath. Nice and easy. Take a moment here just to check in, notice how you feel. And just slowly starting to relax. Good. Slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders and come up to a thunderbolt seat. Alternatively, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can go into a simple cross-legged seat. Just have your hands resting on your knees. Just drop your chin to your chest and you're just going to roll your head from side to side once again like you did at the beginning of the class. Just getting a nice stretch into the neck. Good. One more either side. Feeling into the body. And then come through center, slowly lift the head up. Good. Come over to a nice cross-legged seat in the middle of the mat. And we're going to do some back twists in our unnatural seat. So grab your front shin, bring it behind, and voila, you are in your unnatural seat. From here, inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, twist towards the right hand behind you, left hand, right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, reach through the fingertips, find length. Exhale, twist towards the left hand behind you, right hand, left knee. Inhale, lengthen, reach to the crown. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards as far as you can. Using your breath as you inhale, breathe into the tightness in the back and hips. And as you exhale, walk those hands just a little bit further forwards, deepening the stretch. One more breath here. Good, then slowly bring those hands back. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to your sides. Good. From here, bring your knees into your chest. Make sure you have enough space behind you to roll back. And you're just going to come to lie down on your mat, knees in your chest. Inhale, squeeze your nose to your knees nice and tight. And then take a hold of the outer edges of the feet and fall back to a happy baby. In happy baby, you're holding the outer edges of the feet, but your elbows are on the inside of your knees, allowing you to gently pull down on the feet, opening up the hips, letting the thighs go into the side body. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can do a modified happy baby and let the heels drop down. This is more comfortable for you. Otherwise, having the soles of the feet up flat with the ceiling as you pull down, open up the hips, find space. You can gently rock from side to side, get a nice middle back massage. Good. And then find stillness as you gently release your feet down to the mat. Feet as wide as the mat, toes pointing inwards, knees touching, hands resting on the hips. Resting here, eyes closed. And slowly bringing your awareness to your breath. Good. When you're ready, extend one leg at a time, let the toes flop out to the side, bring your arms to the side body, make any final adjustments, and then find complete stillness in Shavasana. Good. From here, you're just going to take your right or left hand and just place it on your upper belly, right below your rib cage. And you're going to focus your breath and breathe into your hand. So as you inhale, breathe into the belly, feel the hand expand. And exhale, nice and steady, feel the hand contract with the belly. Take a few breaths just like this at your own pace. Every inhale, filling the belly as much as you can, feeling that hand stretch out across the surface. Focusing on the feeling of the cool air coming in through your nose. Filling your lungs and gently leaving the body in a soft sigh. Good, and then just relax your hand back to the side of the body, palm up, and let the breath return to normal. From here, roll over onto your right side, bring your right arm underneath your head, your knees into your chest. A nice fetal position, just resting here for a moment more. And we slowly push up through the left hand, come to a nice cross-legged seat in the middle of the mat. Eyes still closed, hands resting on the knees, palms up. And we prepare for our final breathing exercise as you exhale completely. Inhale as much as you can through your nose, fill your lungs all the way to the top. And exhale through your mouth in a sigh. Again, inhale all the way, fill up all the space available, even in the side body. Exhale, sigh. Last one, deep breath in, all the way to the top, filling up all the space. And just when you think there's no more space, take in one last sip of air and hold, hold, hold. Exhale, sigh. Good, inhale, reach those arms up overhead, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center, gently tucking your chin as we come to the end of our practice. Namaste.